All right, folks. Words of wisdom by Ben. Somebody that apologizes all the time doesn't mean it. Therefore, I'm going to stop apologizing to you and saying sorry about lack of videos or lack of action vids. Well, hello, Fred. The old bugger, you. That was well deserved. Whew. Son of a gun. There's probably some of you out there with a keener eye that's going to call me a BSer. I'm on your side. I agree. But I'm not. 114 sorghum bales. I'd have bet you, if I had $100, I'd have bet you $100 yesterday that we'd be 150 plus. I think I even said something stupid on a video the other night, something about maybe 175. We'll see what happens. It just goes to show, you know, it's all right. Extremely happy. I'm going to tell you what, there's a reason for it, and I think I touched on it on the previous video while running bales. All right, folks, here's the deal. You've got about a row and a half here. You're probably seeing 4 rows, but as we all know, if you keep up with the videos, the 2 furthest rows are alfalfa. Got a row and a half here. You got 114 bales of sorghum and 14 bales of peas and oats. Very disappointed with the peas and oats. I stated that on a different video. The growth of it and the condition of it, and just chuck full of weeds. We'll see what the cattle do with it here come January, February. I think it'll be okay. Now the peas and oats I laxed on a little bit. That was cut and sat for a while. Well, 2 days, 2.5. But it was cut a little bit differently. It was windrowed. She was dry. The peas and oats were dry, but enough moisture. I'm going to go ahead and take a little wild guess here, and I'm going to say 35 to 40%. 40 is too high. It's going to make excellent baleage. We'll see what it does. 14 bales of peas and oats, 114 bales of sorghum. Now let's talk about the sorghum. I'm as surprised as you are. One thing I'm not, though, is a liar, so don't call me the L word. It's 114 bales of sorghum. We had an absolute perfect world here, folks. I believe that we did bale some of the best, the greatest condition of sorghum, high moisture wrapped, that you can do. I stated on this afternoon's video while wrapping, I had guessed at a moisture content of 60. I bet you I'm pretty spot on. We'll find out once it's tested here. November. November, I'll open it up, start feeding the cows. But I really do think that we made some perfect sorghum baleage. I'm very happy with it. The day went off without a hitch. I guess we'll blame it on a good Sunday. I started baling at 10:45. Dad got out here at about 12:30. I shot out quite a few bales before he got here. And change of plans. Dad jumped in the tractor and the baler, which I think he had a lot of fun, did a great job. There were no mishaps. There were no bale explosions. There's just something in the air today, for God's sakes. George showed up at 1 o'clock, literally 10 minutes after Dad or so. And we just started running and gunning. Dad was actually, baling took a while, folks. Dad ended up making it home at 4 o'clock for a little bit earlier than normal start of chores. And I kid you not, George and I pulled into the farm. Done. with the garbage and everything else all picked up. I don't know, what was it, 4:30, quarter to 5. Unbelievable. Very happy and proud here today, and it's good stuff, folks. Yeah, lack of action vids. It's been a hellish 4 or 5 days here. 4 days. I'm tired. Kind of had the eye on the prize and just went like hell. Hey, Fred. Unless we get a drink, and I'm not talking about one of these beers, unless old Mother Nature gives us a little bit of rain, you can forget about a second crop. Folks, the tractors in the baler have never been dustier. It is absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. Now this there hasn't been a lot of traveling on here. Where there was a lot of traveling when wrapping, you can't even drive in there, not with the Ranger. And folks, it's awful. By gosh darn it, we need a drink bad, real bad. We'll see what happens. Doesn't look like we have any coming anytime soon. But a little hope and a prayer, a little cross of the fingers. We'll see what happens. You know, what else can we talk about here? The wrapper had a small glitch in it. It was a little bit slow. I honestly believe it got into a little bit of the steeper part of the hill there. And that sorghum is heavy as all hell. Good Lord, is that heavy. And it was wrapping extremely thick, but you'd rather have it thicker than lighter. It wasn't but about 10, 15, 20, 25, 20 bales or so, and it ended up regrouping itself, and it was a normal. I go after about a 4, no more than a 5-inch overlap, if that makes any sense to you. That is actually highly recommended as well when you're doing high moisture. So there was only one mishap here, and that was a bonehead move by me. I had too much going on, and the phones were ringing, and I pressed the wrong damn lever. So, folks, I'm sorry, but that's garbage. I'm not going to feed it to the cows. I'm going to end up chucking it in the woods, and that's just garbage. I don't know. No, I do know. That's not being fed out. Kind of tricky business. I don't have all the ins and the outs and the answers with sorghum, but yeah. What else we got here? Hell of a 4 days. Hell of 4 days. What, I start cutting Thursday? Sorghum, and then at night I cut the alfalfa. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today is Sunday. Son of a gun. Went pretty good. Good proper planning. Everybody was on cue with respects to equipment. And a little bit of hustle and bustle. Went all right. One last look here at the bales, folks. There's a pile of tonnage here. This makes me very happy. I'm feeling quite a bit safer and secure here for this winter in the cows. And we'll see. You know, the best thing about that alfalfa, you guys have heard me say that's a sellable product. It's also a damn nice insurance policy to have sitting there. That's what I call things like that, an insurance policy. Because by God, you put a pencil to the paper with the feed that you have. If you're going to run short, guess what? Things aren't for sale. So we got a lot of feed sitting here, and we got more to come. In no way, shape, or form is there any dry hay available to do just yet. We need a drink very badly. There are a few fields that are looking really promising, but they need a drink. So the next thing on the horizon here, I think, of course, now we're going to be chopping some sorghum and throwing it in the silo. That's going to happen in about 2 weeks, but we need a perfect weather pattern for that. we'll see what happens. So next on the agenda is I'm going to take 3 smaller fields. Remember when we made that cattle candy? That cattle candy came from 2 fields. We're going to add in another smaller one. Probably a combination of, it might be maybe 24 acres. That's a tall order. Um, that's going to be next. That's all going to get whacked down and it's going to be wrapped for cattle candy. And it's looking pretty fair too. We got to get it before it really starts dwarfing with this no rain weather we have here. One of the fields is a more pure alfalfa field that I was going to do for square baling, but my all my bets are on the grassy alfalfa field. That's Come on, bee, get the hell away from me. Hey, Fred. So that's what's on the horizon. I'm taking off tomorrow morning after chores. I got some odds and ends to tie up for a couple of days. Of course, I have to head on the road for just a bit. And we're going to go from there. Folks, appreciate you following along. I really do. This is fun for me. This is my enjoyment. Simple mind, simple pleasures, eh? Yeah, I'm not going to apologize to you or say sorry, but a little bit better of a job of calming down a little bit and taking some of these videos that a lot of you are really, really wanting to see will get better. She's been a little tricky these days, to say the least. But all is well. We're living in a perfect world, right? Yeah. Folks, happy Sunday. Hope your weekend was well. Have a good week to come. Start tomorrow morning off right, even if you have to fake it a little bit. We're going to talk to you sooner than later.